Why, hey there, YouTube. It's Michelle, and it is Wednesday. This is August 5th, and I'm excited to finally get a video up here just showing you the series of altered Dollar Tree books that I have been doing. These have been a kick to create. Let me give you an idea of what I am talking about. When I go to the Dollar Tree, I go to the book aisle and I mainly look for not the titles. Sometimes that's a bonus if you find a book that's good, but for the most part, when I go looking for books that have a color that I'm interested in working in. So let me show you what I've done thus far, and this has been over the last month that I have done these. So the first one that I did was Ebony Rose, and I'll bring her up close so you can see how I use that Sizzix stencil, the rose stencil. It's a Tim Holtz Sizzix stencil, and Ranger clear texture paste to decorate the front of this. Did a little paper piecing. Got lots of fancy laces and some ribbon ties. So that's Ebony Rose. Another one that I created, and this was a special order, is this one that is Disney. And you'll see on this one I used the same pack of stencils, but this is the Poppy here. And you can see the back. That one. And then I did Timeless. And Timeless is in a fuchsia-y, purple-y color. And let me give you a quick flip through of that. So Timeless has the roses on it again. It's got some lace trim covering up this has two 5-hole pamphlet stitched signatures on the front, die cuts, and one of these beautiful book plates here. It's got just eyelets and some seam binding in the same colors. And I'll do a quick flip through here. So when you open it up, the first page, we have one of my Angela Kerr inspired envelopes that is interactive, flips open, has some tuck spots. First page, we have, the story begins. And then as you flip through, just some lovely, I forget what this collection was, but it was a double-sided collection of designer paper. And the colors are in bright fuchsia pinks, and I very rarely work in this color palette, but this was a kick. So here, this is Timeless. There's pockets and the ephemera, and I use ephemera from everyone. Ephemera's Vintage Garden, a little bit of Tsunami Rose, a little bit of Amity Bloom. I think this is even Yvonne Preston. So just a bunch of it. Here's some more. Here's another one of the Angela Kerr envelopes that I did. And this was one, I think I was doing a Patricia Viramonte's book page envelope. And there's all kinds of tags, etc. And so this is Timeless. And I'm telling you, this was fun to create. Just because, and you'll see all the pages have been distressed with various shades from the Ranger Distress line in the pinks and purples. So that's Timeless. And then here's my latest beauty, and it has not been named yet. And it doesn't have its final closure, but I needed to get this up because this front envelope here was inspired by Eva, who is Bohemian Crafting on the YT, and she's Zibbit Girl on Instagram. And I tagged her, showing her this that was inspired by her. And it's a sliding envelope. So it's got a little trickery to it, but the bottom line is that if you pull on this, it reveals a space here where the person can put who the book belongs to. And so this has all of the pages have been distressed in Mermaid Lagoon distress ink. And so here, let me give you a flip through this one. So on the front cover, and I've also done a lot of distressing on the pages with that rose stencil, that Sizzix. So on the front cover, you've got a vellum baggie, vellum baggie. And the collection that I used on this is called One Fine Day. And One Fine Day, this is a calico collage journaling set. Beautiful. And when I saw the colors in this, I knew that I wanted a teal book. So I went to the Dollar Tree. And here, let me show you. I forgot to tell you. I fussy cut a page from the One Fine Day and Mod Podged it onto the cover. Because you'll see, and if you'll see the back. See, here's this. I haven't, like I said, I haven't finished this, but I wanted to get this up because Eva mentioned me in her latest envelope tutorial, and so I said, "Ooh, I better get my video up so that way people, when they come to the channel, they can actually see." So this is what Eva was referring to. This is I tagged her on Instagram, showing her what I had made doing her tutorial. So let's do a quick flip through here. I'm getting ready to do a yoga class, but I wanted to again get this up as quick as possible. So again, this is calico collage, just gorgeous. So I've either stenciled the pages, added some washi in the tones of teal. Just beautiful. This is a Dollar Tree gift bag. Die cut is that birdie that sits in the cage. I have the cage later on. And pages. Again, I used my Deco Edge ruler and did the edges, and then used the Mermaid Lagoon distress ink to distress the pages. Here's one of my little K-cup filter pockets. Yeah, so it's got some tea-dyed and coffee-dyed papers in it. 5-hole pamphlet stitched. All the signatures have the little floating butterflies. Here's that cage, that Sizzix die cut, and I made the cage a pocket. Just gorgeous. Love the way this came out. Again, this is just a little bit different, not in my normal excuse me, color palette, but just had a kick creating this little beauty. So all of these journals are going to be up for sale. Except for the Disney one, because that's a special order. And I'll put that information at some point in time when they're ready to roll. Here's the other side of that bag. Using that. Oh, here's one of G. Kerr's origami dresses that I made into a paper clip. Use that as an embellishment. So I think the thing is, I love doing the tutorials from all of these crafters, and I just have to make sure that I then use them. I have a dangle here. I'm sure somebody was doing paper clip dangles because I've curled up the edges of the paper clip. So that's on an envelope. The center, this has two journal signatures, and then the middle signature is actually an envelope. So, this stuff never works when you're on. So this is an envelope out of some design paper, and it just is blank, just slips, just for something that you want to keep, a keepsake. Second signature. Again, this collection by Calico Collage, just gorgeous, beautiful hues of teals and pinks and deep burgundy. Here's one of my coffee filter pockets, again with the journal card in it. This is the little mini tattered floral die that Sizzix came out with, the Thinlet, And so these are some flowers that have French knots in the center of them. And keep flipping through, because you know if it's too long, YouTube is not my friend. That. Library card. That's part of the collection. Here's another one of those Dollar Tree treat bags, and it goes perfectly with this. I also recently purchased some avocado dyed papers from Etsy, an Etsy seller. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? That came with it. She had a pack of different colored papers, and so this was one of the ones. Really pretty color. There we go. And on the back, the leader page in the book, I always glue it down to make a pocket, and in it is an embossed card with journaling on the back. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much. I'll put pictures on Instagram when I finish, and I probably already know what I want. They have a teal organza ribbon is what I'm going to finish it with, but I've got the eyelets in here already, so all I have to do is get the ribbon. I'm on a crafty spending freeze, and so I'm not supposed to go to Hobby Lobby, but I'm going to make the exception. All right, everyone, please, please, please be safe out there. I know that there are reoccurrences of the COVID-19, so be safe. Wear your mask, wear your gloves, and keep crafting. I hope everyone's doing well. We'll see you soon. This is Michelle by Bruton. See you later. Bye-bye.